What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late. Armani will be on his way. This is your girl Shaquena, comedian HaRace. I am creator, co-creator. I'm co-host of Laughs and Libations. We got a special guest tonight. She's an excellent comedian. I'm gonna introduce y'all. Her name is Josie, the comedian. What's up, girl?
Hey, how you doing? How are
How
you?
you doing?
I'm doing
I'm waiting
good.
on my I'm waiting on my co-host. He gonna be
You
a
hear
little
my
late.
dog in the background. He don't want to be. Let me see. He ain't gonna be quiet.
He ain't gonna be
My
quiet, huh?
little, nah, my little doggy. He ain't gonna be quiet. Stop. Mama's on an interview. You supposed to be acting good. Shh. What's going
Well,
on with you?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
A lot in the field. Got a show coming up this weekend. Mother's Day. We got a show May 13th out in Roanoke, Virginia with Barbara Carlisle, comedian Barbara Carlisle. I'm also on the ticket with a few other ladies. The name of the show is called The Real Housewives of Comedy. So we are pushing that. We have like
Oh,
7 ladies total that is on the tour, but you can
mm-hmm.
book us separately. We're
Right.
available if they're available. You can pick whichever out of the 7 you want. You can pick 3 or 4, and we'll come to your state and your city and do the thing.
Wow. Well, so go on ahead. Since we got you, go and tell the people about yourself. How did you get started in comedy?
Let me let this little rat out. Here, so y'all can see what's making this noise. Look at this. This is what's making this. He's been around just as long as I've been doing comedy.
Oh wow.
I got started. A friend of mine. His
Mm-hmm.
name is he gonna get mad at me if I say his real name. So I'm gonna say his comedy name, Flick
Okay.
Brown. Flick
Okay.
Brown. So Flick went to Shaw. We went to
Mm-hmm.
Shaw. Shaw, you know.
There you go.
I had to throw it up, man. My school, we're going through something right now. I got a rep for my school, my SBCU.
And nothing wrong with
Um,
that.
so I saw him downtown in Raleigh, North Carolina. He was performing. He was having his own comedy show. And at the time, he had just did some work with Ricky Smiley. So he was on the
Right.
road doing shows around. So I asked him, I was like, you know what? I like comedy a lot. I love to laugh. And I believe I can do what I saw you do on stage. Plus, I think I'm funny. Like I've been silly like all my life.
Right.
Especially in grade school. I just was talking all the time in the hallways, in the classroom. I almost got sent to alternative school because I was loud. Yes. Yeah, not for
Uh-huh.
fighting or anything, but just for being loud. Yeah, that part. So I got started with him. He would take me around the city. He plugged me to a few shows, a few different places. And
Mm-hmm.
from that point on, I just kind of went for it myself, reaching
Mm-hmm.
out to different comics, people I didn't know who were in the genre that I wanted to be in. And I'm not even gonna front. It felt like college all
Mm-hmm.
over again, like
Right.
freshman, sophomore, junior,
Junior and
senior.
senior.
Yeah, like I can say I'm a senior now.
Right.
I ain't graduated yet. I'm on my way across that stage. I can definitely say I'm a senior now, but I haven't graduated yet. I put the work in
Right.
freshman level.
Right.
Freshman level work to me is when he used to take me around with him. We used to go to little hole in the wall joints, strip clubs. Can you imagine telling jokes right before this girl come in? She got, she's nice. Is
Mm-hmm.
they done here and
Mm-hmm.
it's done back there? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? She coming
Yeah.
in, she got her little bag on, her little gym bag on. She ready to put her heels on. Dudes is like, hurry up, tell the joke.
My first time on stage was at a strip club last year.
See, see,
See? And I
freshman
bombed.
level putting the work in. That's called the grind.
That's the
That's
cold grind.
that's a cold grind because they'll let you know in the beginning how bad you want it. Because a lot of people get in this game and they think that they supposed to soar straight to the top, or it ain't gonna be no learning curve nowhere. Now you have had them overnight success people, but them overnight success people still had to go back and learn, put in the work.
Yeah.
Um, so and you never stop learning in this game.
No.
You never stop learning, and that's what I found out. Especially when you
Right.
got life to
There
deal
you
with. On the other hand, everybody got life, but everybody got different responsibilities. I'm gonna say that.
That's so
Everybody.
true, cause my life done got turned upside down in the last couple of months. So everybody got life, but behind that stage, before we get on that stage, we all got life to deal with before we even get on that stage, and we got to put that to the side and get on
Absolutely.
that stage and make everybody laugh, bump us. No,
Right.
no matter what we going through, we could have a broke toe,
Right.
and we can't let
Uh,
nobody know our toe is broke.
man, it's funny you mentioned that. I had a yeast infection one time. I thought I was like, hey, we might as well go there. I had a medical, you know what I'm saying, little yeast infection. Hush, don't do that. It's not time yet. Don't be like that. He getting ready to make me talk to him. He better make me whoop him on here, and then they gonna say I'm dog abuse. You know how folks do. They killing your
Yeah,
dog. And then they gonna
yeah.
see me.
Peter be calling you.
Right. Somebody be calling my phone talking about when we saw you on Shaquana's laughing libations and you was out there beating your dog and won't appreciate that. But
Right.
um but before he done distracted me, what was I saying?
We were talking about, you said you had a yeast infection one
Oh
time on
girl,
stage.
yes. So we were talking about some health issues, things, life that'll stop you.
Right.
So I got a phone call from a promoter one morning, and she was like, "Can you pick up Ashima Franklin? Are you familiar with comedian
I love
Ashima Franklin?"
Ashima. I love Ashima.
Okay, so Shima and I had a show in Wilson that we were booked
Mm-hmm.
for, and Shima had hit me up early in the morning. She told me, she said the promoter told me to reach out to you to ask you to let you know that you got to pick me up from the airport. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, cool. So you know what I'm saying, she was real cool over the phone. I was so happy to work with her.
Right.
So it was nothing. But before I went to go pick her up, I had to go to the minute clinic real quick to the what they call. I had to, child. I
Urgent care.
had to go to the urgent care real quick, pay that little $50 because I ain't have insurance. The damn yeast infection was getting it, boy. By the time I picked her up, I couldn't drink. I couldn't drink because I had to use. I got to have my libations. I couldn't drink.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
But you can drink on here though. I just don't drink no more.
Oh yeah, you don't drink no more.
I
I
stopped
have those
drinking
days. I
4 months
can't.
ago.
I had. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. Did you mean to stop, or you were stopping on purpose?
I stopped on purpose because Armani saw something going on with me, and he was like,
Absolutely.
"It ain't good. I need you to stop." So I stopped.
Okay. Absolutely. I support you. Whichever direction we going in.
There you
I got
go.
to have me some libations. They
Hey, that's all right.
I
Go
had to
on
stop
ahead.
by the stove. So I picked her up. Everything went good. I went and picked her up, man. I went into the urgent care and got her. We had a
Right.
great show. We had a great show. By the time show started, meds kicked in. Bong! I was right on schedule, taking my meds and shit like that. So I was good. That was my first time meeting Nashima. We had a great show. That was one of the famous female comics that I got a chance to work with. I got
She's
a chance to
dope.
work with quite a few. Like I said, I'll be on stage with Barbara Carlisle in May. This will be like our fourth or fifth time working together. And Coca Brown, that's my sis out there in Atlanta. She done blessed me with a few times to be on stage, allow me to be on stage with her. What you looking at? You must can see something I can't see. Remember how DMX was like, how many people? Oh, okay. You had the DMX look in your eyes, like who typing something? Shoot, I'm like DMX. Who you looking at? How many people you see? Cause I can't see nobody.
It's just one person in the live so far. That's
You ain't have
all.
to say that. We don't. They don't know how many people in the lives. A million people in the live
Yeah.
right now. Numbers is going up now. Hey,
Lord have
man.
mercy.
Where can we find this at? Where can we share this at?
You can well, what I do is after the live is over, I do recaps of the show, and I put that we can that people can come to the live and share the live, and I will send you the live. When it's over, I send you the link so you can watch it and share it on your page or wherever you have wherever you want to share it at. So I always share the live after it's over with the guests.
Okay, awesome. Did I
Yeah.
mention my show coming up this weekend in Kinston?
What?
Yeah, we got a show in Kinston, North Carolina. Me and Taj. Taj is another comedian out here, male comedian out here, who's been gracing the stage. It's very funny. This show is being presented by my brother in comedy, comedian Rob Wright. He is Millionaires Productions, so he will be putting this show on. He's been putting on shows in Kinston. He's got a room out there. So let me know
Wow.
if you are interested, lady, in coming out to Kinston, North Carolina. Where you
All
at?
right now. I'm in Columbus, Georgia.
Okay, you was out there, but hey, we can still make something work. We can still
There
make
you
something
go.
work. We can
We
still
can
make
make
something
something
work.
work. Shoot, where there's
Mm-hmm.
a will, there's always a way.
Right.
So
If
how
you
so
got
how
something to
long have
say,
so
that
how
mic
long
is not far away.
there you go. So how long have you been doing comedy?
Okay, to be honest with you, I had celebrated my 10 years to myself solemnly last year. Um,
What?
yeah, yeah. It was a celebration more between me and my brother. We spent some time together, my comedy brother. And next year when that anniversary comes around, it's gonna be it'll be I celebrated as 10 last year, but it'll
Mm.
actually be 12. Can you stop? One second.
But y'all, she got to go take care of that dog. The dog gon' hey, we got
I had to
pets.
let him out. I had to let him out. I heard him in the background.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shoot. Don't let them on out. Pets and babies, you got to let the hey,
Girl. Okay,
let,
so
let them do what they do.
um
So
12
last year
years.
made 12.
May actually make 12 next
And
year.
and what 12 makes next year.
Yeah, well, let me see. Will it be the first? Are we counting? See, I'm counting the first time I got paid.
Okay.
So
That's
the
fine.
first time I got paid was
Mm.
2013
Wow.
for a show. I had stepped on stage the first time with my friend that I was telling you about from college, Flick Brown, in 2009. That was the first time I ever touched the mic. In 2009, he just, he let me get on stage, and after that, we started going.
Wow. A quick intermission, y'all. Quick intermission. Quick little intermission, people.
Girl, he done went and peed. This is not happening to me right
Oh
now.
my God.
Annie went and
Hey,
peed. Look, look, look. Annie went and peed in my daddy room while he eating.
damn. Your daddy gonna kill that dog.
He gonna kill
Your
me,
daddy gonna your daddy gonna kill that dog.
girl.
So you said the first time you touched the mic was in 2013.
9.
2009. Oh wow. Wow.
Yes.
Dang. See,
$2,009.
I started counting when I first told a joke.
Yeah. When did you
And that
first
was
tell?
on Zoom.
When did you first tell a joke?
I told a joke on Zoom and last year. No, no, 2020, no, 2021.
2021.
2020.
Really?
Yep. And
You
last year was
fresh
my first
meat.
year.
You
Fresh
fresh,
meat.
fresh meat.
Fresh meat. My first year was December the 14th of last year.
All right, congratulations. You have
Yeah,
reached your year. No, it's
already.
coming. No, no,
Well,
no.
my second year is coming this year.
Yeah.
My second year is
Congratulations.
coming this year. Thank you, cause I mean when I tell you, and then I got a chance to be a feature for Teddy Carpenter.
Oh,
When
really?
that man told me that he wanted me to come and do comedy for him last year, I said, "You say who now? You say what?" And I grew up watching Teddy, so I was nervous, face breaking out, and everything.
I bet you
Girl,
did good.
I did good. My sister was there with me, and she was happy for me. And she was proud of me. She said, "You made me tinkle on myself just a little bit."
Speaking of Tinkle, oh, I'm going to put him in the pound. Who want a chihuahua?
Because
Goodness.
who wanted to wobble?
This mother, I can't believe he just peed while my daddy was eating. He said, fuck you and your interview and everybody. And he ain't barking no more.
That's what was wrong with him. He had to go pee.
He went and peed in the wrong spot.
Well, you wouldn't take him to the bathroom, so he said, bump it. So, okay, now, so it's pros and cons. So, it's highs and lows when it comes to females in comedy. So, what's been one of your highs and what's been one of your lows in comedy?
Uh, I've had some low moments on trusting certain people. You learn not to be so open. You know what I'm saying? You got to go into everything with your eyes wide open and your ears open, listening, because comedy is it can be a little treacherous at times.
Yes, it can be.
It's part of the entertainment world. It's kind of reminds me of hip hop at times. You know the
Right,
way we kind of cutthroat each other. I
right,
would just say, yeah, trying to trust everybody or anybody. In the beginning, I was very open. I'm still open to work with people and do different stuff, but
right,
I have to assess it a little bit more before I say yes.
right,
Um, One of my highs in this game
right,
is when I go out to do a show. I love meeting the people in the crowd, at the comedy clubs or at the different venues. That's my high. I love when the people tell me that they enjoy my jokes. That's the first wave of laughter that I get at any show, whether it be stateside or away. That's one of my highs. Like I have so many different highs. I don't have that many lows. Working with
right.
comics that what's going on? Working with
Hey,
comics
Rick.
that I used to watch on BET, Coca
Right,
Brown, Barbara Carlisle. I've met everybody from Samoa. Me and Samoa kicked it, and she calls me Josephine. She called me by my government. When she see me, she called me Josephine. I actually had a chance to meet her at a show years ago. I went
right,
by myself, and she pulled me backstage, and we talked, we kicked it. She invited me to the hotel where she was staying at. We downstairs in the
right,
bar for hours, having a conversation, and she and told her cousin. Her cousin lives in Durham, North Carolina. His name is Wes. Wes was my first manager for a year of me doing comedy. He actually got me started.
right,
So that was it's a lot of highs. I just can't tell them all. Like sometimes I be having so many thoughts. I said I want to get on live. I want to thank this person. I want to thank that person.
right,
Meeting these male comics that I grew up watching. My God,
right,
Mike Epps. I don't work with oh my goodness, Shane from Shane all the way from California.
right.
Um, Kilo.
I got a chance to talk to him on IG Live, so that was
Yeah,
mm,
Shang is a beautiful person. He's a nice
yes,
dude,
he is.
man. These names they going and coming. Chico
Right.
Beans, Darren Brand, both from Wildin' Out. Michael Blackson, I got a chance to do a show with him.
Hmm.
Um, Shoot, man, the list goes on.
Right.
Old school BET comedians, AG White, Cool Bubba Ice,
Right.
um,
Is this a lot?
Damon
Right.
Williams. I got a chance to kick it with meet Marlon Wayans. I talked to Tony Rock when he come to town. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not so often, but Tony knows who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I couldn't go. I wanted to go out to his show last year.
Mm-hmm.
One of my brothers went. One of my homeboys went. That I do skits with. Shout out Troy Alf, out here in Raleigh. The real 919. uh, we did. He went to the show and he
Mm-hmm.
called me. I got a chance to talk to Tony in the parking lot. And he called me on the phone, and I got a chance to speak to Tony. Tony was like, "Why you ain't out here?" I got COVID, my dude. I had COVID. Yeah. So, but
Wow.
um, comedy has been real good to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's been times where, of course, you want to stop. Yeah. You not gonna clean that shit? Yeah, I'm gonna clean. Y'all hear my daddy? You're not gonna clean that shit? Oh, have mercy.
But yeah, you said it was a time when you wanted to quit.
Yeah, you have highs and lows in comedy. There are times where you want to quit, and you
But
have
you
times where you just feel like you're soaring on top of the sky because you had a
right,
good show or something. You had a few good shows.
right. Because I
Mm,
mean, people fail to realize when it comes to comedy, you don't choose comedy. Comedy chooses you.
absolutely,
That's and
absolutely.
when it chooses you, it come from God. It don't come from the world.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yep.
world can tell you that you're funny, but only God gonna test you to see how funny you really are and see how far you gonna take your career.
How much you want it?
how much you really and truly want it. And he's gonna see if you want it, because he's gonna put it in your lap
Right.
and see what you gonna do with it.
I give you. You ain't lying about that. Real
So
testimony. That's real deal. Cause I done had when I started, like I said, 2009. My mom passed away in 2011.
oh so
World shut down. Everything with me shut down. Won't nothing
right.
making me happy. I was watching the cartoon Disney Channel all day, just to keep my spirits up.
Spirits up, yeah.
So I said, let me get back into what I like to do. Let me
Right.
get back on the stage. Let me see how it worked for me. First paid show I did, Tyler Craig and Pierre from the movie Baps. And you know Tyler Craig from Atlanta, God rest his soul.
Yes.
Shoot. Man, I done Dirty South. I bring up her, man. That's my girl. Lord
Lord.
rest her soul. Dirty South, that's my girl. That was my first paid show, Pierre, Tyler
Mm-hmm.
Craig.
Mm.
That was 2013. We it was a 3-city tour,
Mm-hmm.
and it was dope. I only because I have a life, because I got a second life in the background. I
Right.
was only able to do one city with them. They wanted me to continue and do the next 2 cities, but I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't. So that was my experience. That was my first paid gig.
Wow.
Mhm.
Man, that's a I know you was like, yes.
Right?
Yes. And
Yeah,
that
I
feeling
was.
like, I mean, like
And
when you get on stage for the first time. Ooh.
the way I got it was I went to a club. They was doing a contest to see who gonna open up for my Epps, and I placed top 5. So the
Wow.
guy, the promoter saw me on stage. He was like, "I think you'll do really good. We need a guest spot. Do you mind?" And he
Right.
told me who it was, and I was like, "Heck, no, I don't mind. That's Pierre and Tyler Craig." But the moral of the story is that's Tyler Craig all
That's
day,
Tyler Craig.
all day. I was like,
I
"Yes, I'll
mean,
do it for my man with the flask and the nice dress." I mean, he was a gentleman. I mean, straight gentleman. Pierre straight fool, straight funny fool, and Tyler Craig straight funny, straight gentleman. That was
right.
a blast.
Oh, I'm glad you got to meet Tyler, because I grew up watching Tyler. I said one of these days I was gonna meet Tyler. I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I said I was gonna do it, and I never got the chance. So
Yeah,
I lived through y'all that have worked with him and that have met him. I lived through y'all, because I'm like, wow, I know that had to been great.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It was a good experience. I'm glad I got to meet him as well.
And
Hush.
so what? So get your first time bombing on stage. What was that like?
It was actually in front of Damon Williams. My first time bombing on stage. It was in Durham at this place called The House, Durham, North Carolina. And I was on the show with Damon Williams, and my boyfriend was with me. And I had the reason why I think I bombed is because I had my ears unclogged. She had dropped some eardrops in my shit, and I couldn't hardly hear anything. So I'm yelling on the mic. My jokes ain't hitting worth a damn. And he got up
What?
on stage and he rolled over me like a lawnmower. I mean, he mowed the shit out. He even told my boyfriend. He said at the time, he said, "I can't believe you had to sit and listen to her ass talk all day." He was like, "God damn." He was like, "I feel for you, my man." And my dude was sitting right there in the front, just like, you know what I'm saying. I just told him, I was like, "Babe, just take it. We gotta take it."
I'm serious. Oh my god.
And you know what? During COVID, when COVID first started, me and him went live together to talk about that moment. Boy, we laughed so hard on that shit. Man, I done met some players in this game, some heavy hitters, some good, some.
Man.
When I say players, not players in that term, but some heavy
Right.
hitters, some players, the ones Bill Bellamy. You know what I'm saying? Delay.
Right.
I done met his
Oh.
crazy ass. I met him with Bill Bellamy at the radio station.
What?
Yep, they all
Man,
had a
that's
radio interview
cool.
coming up there. I try to keep my fingers in different stuff. At the
Right. Ain't
time,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah, at the time I had a show that was coming on this local channel, and we
Mm-hmm.
would go up to the radio station and promote. And Bill Bellamy and Delay were up there, and I met him with Delay.
Right.
Yeah, it was
I
nice.
met
It was
Delay
nice.
4 years ago.
You did.
I
Well, let me
went to go
tell you.
see one of his shows, me and my sister, and I wasn't even in comedy then. I got in comedy during the pandemic.
Right, that
So
boy
I
nut
was
ain't.
like, what?
That boy nut ain't. He came out flaming like that,
Yes, he did. I'm like, this
and
ain't the
that's the type
person
of
I see
energy.
online every day.
That's the type. Yeah, that's the type. See, that's you. But you gotta have. If you notice, I got life going on around me. The type of atmosphere that you set for yourself can allow you to go live all day, every day. You see how
Right.
you got a quiet background. You see how the dog been fussing all damn night. And then my daddy knocked on my door, said, "You gonna clean this shit up off?" But that's real life though. I
That's
like to
real
keep it
life.
real. I'm still up here handling my business. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no realer than that. I'm gonna give you to the Chinese people. Stop it.
you,
Y'all think
that's
that be little chickens? Y'all think that be pretty wings? It be Chihuahua bones. That's what it be.
you ain't right. You is not right. But man, my first time bombing, like I said, when Armani put me on stage for the first time at King of Diamonds, and I bombed.
Y'all out there in Georgia, I'm gonna need Armani to put a show together with me
We
and
gon'
you.
Hey, we gonna tell him when he come on here, cause he said he on the way. But my first time, I mean, ass and titties just everywhere, and I'm just like this, really.
You
And I couldn't remember not one joke, not
shit.
one.
You got ass and titties though.
I'm just like, you know what? I mean, I'm sitting up there, I'm just talking and talking. I ain't told, I mean, my jokes did not hit. But the good thing about it, I didn't get booed. They were just looking at me like, okay. And I had a couple of chuckles, but as far as laughs, my jokes did not hit. But it was a learning experience for me. I cried
Girl.
when I got home. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh
I
no.
cried when I got home. I want to quit this bullshit.
I don't think I ever cried. I probably just got mad and like real anxious and just had a
Right.
whole lot of distorted feelings and tried to figure out what to do with them. And I probably just got high, drunk, and then
Oh, see, before I even got on stage, I had a long island iced tea, but I ain't
oh
drank
yeah, I
all
don't
of
do
it.
that. I try not to. Nothing against anybody who does, but I can't hold it here and let alone here, and
Right,
it's gonna come out wrong here. So after the show, I have a drink, but before
right.
I'm trying to just be head high.
See,
Lord
and,
have
and
mercy.
see, I think that's why well, for me, I would have a shot, but that day I just had a long island. But like I said, I didn't drink the whole thing. But I got up there and it was just like I was so relaxed that it just didn't even matter what I did. And once Armani sat there and called my name, I said, huh? And I was so nervous, I was passing gas the whole time.
Girl, it be like that. Oh my
I'm like,
God.
what? I said, I hope don't nobody hear this.
I have to tell my gas. I'd be like, stop that now. You know we ain't never had this type of agreement. No.
See what I'm saying? I be telling my gas, look, you can come on out, just don't come out loud. Cause if you come
Right.
out loud, I'm gonna be talked about for the rest of my life.
Shit.
So
Put the
please don't come
microphone
out
to
too
it.
loud.
Fine.
Mine
I'm
told
like,
me
my
just
ass
don't.
got something to say, literally. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I said,
Everybody in the audience be like,
how did she just do that?
did we drive down here to watch her shit on the mic? No. So,
Thank you. He told me, don't ever put that mic in your lap because we might hear everything you might do. Don't put the mic in your lap. I said, boy, shut up. I'm not gonna do that. I'm retarded, but I ain't that damn retarded.
right.
So you work with all these. So who do you see yourself actually like your dream person to
The
really
work with
work with? Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, girl.
And the main reason is ever since I've been starting comedy, that's all I hear. You look like Tiffany Haddish. You remind me of Tiffany Haddish. You sound like Tiffany Haddish. I
That's
thought
the
you was
truth.
Tiffany Haddish. I done had a dude walk into a Jamaican restaurant all the way in Atlanta. Hush. I'm out there for a show. He walked in the restaurant. He was like, hey, you that girl from that movie with Kevin Hart when they was in school and he had to go to school at night. He was like, you, what's that girl? I know who you are. He was like, oh, you was in the movie with Kevin Hart. You know the short comedian? And I'm just looking at him like, I know what he talking about. I know he talking about the movie Night School. I know
Right.
he talking about Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish. I
There you
said,
go.
I told him, I said, I'm not Tiffany Haddish, but I appreciate the compliment. I said, but I am a comedian and I am out here for my own show. He was like, word, word. I was like, yes, yes, yes. I get that a lot. I'm talking about not just in the States, out. Washington,
Right.
D.C., I'm at a church doing a show and I'm practicing, I'm rehearsing. I got my
Right.
back turned to the band. This man come up behind me. He tapped me on the shoulder. He said, "Oh my God!" When I turned around, I was like, "What?" He said, "You Tiffany Haddish?" I said, "No." No, no. But I am telling jokes here tonight. he,
Right,
he was like, "You sound, oh my God, you sound just like Tiffany Haddish." And I said, "You know what? I get it all the time. I go through a drive-through at McDonald's, girl. I be at work, hair be looking, whatever it do." And the dude told me one time, he was like, "Man, you look like that comedian girl. What's her name? Tiffany." Sometimes people don't know her last name. Just happened at
right,
comedy shows. I got off stage. People's like, "You look like this girl." I get it so much, and I want to meet her because she's a dope soul. Her
right.
story is dope. We have something in common. We both have fathers who are from Africa. We both have an African background descent. So, um, the way she grind, I can't do
Yes,
nothing but applaud her, and she take care of her family. She done been through so much, and so I can say the same thing for myself. Once I start
right,
telling my story, and you know what I'm saying, where I come from, and all the stuff that we've been through, I can. I really have respect for Tiffany because she was grinding
right.
until she made it. You know, sleeping
I
in the
know
car,
that's right. And
that
she
ain't no
made
joke.
it.
Yeah,
So, and I mean, you can't do nothing but use her as an example of where you can see yourself if you keep grinding and keep your
right.
mind clear.
Well, I'm gonna be
Because,
honest with you. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with me. I
mhm.
want to be a household name, but I don't want to be to the point where I can't go outside or go nowhere without. Or
Thank
if
you.
I
I
say
don't want to be
something,
like that.
somebody take it out of context. Because at the end of the day, I want people to just know one thing. I might be an entertainer. I might be a stand-up female comedian, but I am human. At the end of the
Right,
day, and I make
right,
mistakes. So I don't want everything. I don't want to be that famous to where everything I do and say is scrutinized. And then you make friends that are in the high up, and when you make a mistake, don't nobody everybody cut you off. I don't need that type of popularity because I
right.
already experienced that on the lower level. So I definitely do not need that all the way up there. But
Up to
I
the
will
top.
go with being a household name. I don't mind doing sitcoms and stuff like that. Maybe
Right,
some roles in movies. But my thing is, I want to be able to make a living by hitting the stages and writing because I have other skills, not just stand up jokes. I do improv skits, and I really, really like sitcoms. Like I do. It's just the long versions of skits. So I look forward to jumping into that. I'm taking an acting class right now. Um, Oh, thank you. Ice cream sundae. Hey, they say they like my shirt. Appreciate you. You know, what I'm saying, hold up, what's crazy? My titties.
but I
so,
want to do. I want to do voiceover work. That's what I want to do.
you have a voice for that, ma'am. You do. You have a voice. I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice. You can make different voices. I be doing that with
Yeah,
my dog, but I
right.
feel like I ain't doing it right now. As soon as I said dog, he started looking at me like.
Like what you want? You
So
told me to be quiet.
he want to come out some shy. He don't want to be in some house no more. He don't like it.
But
That's a
yeah, I
voice my
want to do
mama
sitcom.
came up with. That would be a good thing too. Voiceovers,
Right.
being behind the scenes. I
Yeah.
thought
But
about that,
sometimes I
but
don't want to be in front of the camera. Sometimes.
yeah, I love it
Sometimes I
though.
just want to just hide myself a little bit.
I love being
Sometimes
in front of the camera. I
I
love it.
do too, but sometimes I just want to just let me
Hi.
see how I do it with voiceover work. Let me
Or
see
they
what
can
I
make
do.
you a cartoon. You'll be a cartoon or voiceover for a cartoon. That'll be that.
Yeah,
Hey, that's where the
that's
money at
what I
too.
want.
Yeah,
That's what I want to do. I'm putting it out there for myself. Let me voice over some cartoons.
right.
Cause I know a guy that's here in Columbus. His name is DK Venderson, and I go out and I do his shows at Outskirts. And me and him was talking, and he said, "Shaquana, I can hear you doing a character that's a guy. I can hear you doing that. If you really put your mind to it, you could possibly do that." He said, "Cause sometimes I can hear that deepness in your voice when you talk low. And I can hear that." So he said, "I
I
see
was
that for
thinking more
you."
like cartoon or animals or something like that because you got a real cute voice to me. You
Yeah,
could probably switch it up.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like be an evil villain or the cute
Yeah,
little character. I think that you can
yeah.
switch it up.
Cause somebody told me I could do a baby's voice. I said I probably can do a baby's voice if I stretch myself enough. Yeah, I can do it. But I want to do voiceover work. I see myself doing that soon. But I'm gonna put it out there and say if
Put it
y'all
on
want me
out
to,
there in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and that's what I'm putting out there. I want to do voiceover work. If y'all got any cartoon, do it.
I know that's real.
Do it. Commercials, it don't matter. But so have you ever had any beefs with anybody or any problems with anybody since you've been in comedy that you had to just sit down and be like, look, let's figure this out because we're gonna end up seeing each other again someday. So have you had any
Hmm.
issues with anybody? You ain't got to say no name if you don't want to.
Well, I've had uh some issue that I didn't know I had with somebody. Somebody had to let me know that somebody else didn't like me.
Right,
I didn't know that. So
right.
when I found that out, because they had tried to book me on the show, they was like, if I book you and this person, everything gonna be good. I said, man, listen, you can sit me and the person beside each other, bro, and ain't nothing gonna happen. I ain't even that type of person. I ain't gonna let nothing come between my coins.
Thank you.
But if you get on the mic and you show your ass,
I'm gonna show mine.
I'ma show mine. I'ma show mine. If you want to fight with words, if you want to say something that, if you have to think about what you say, like for instance, I don't know you, but let's say we did shows together,
Mm-hmm.
and it was my time to introduce you.
Right,
Everybody know that the host is what starts the show up. You got to
right,
keep the momentum going, even down to when you're bringing up the comments. You got to keep that momentum going.
right.
So just one comment. The way she introduced me, I ain't really take too finely of it. So I took it on the stage, but it wasn't no name calling. It was all encoded in jokes.
Right.
Uh, that happens in
Mm-hmm.
comedy,
Yes.
and it happens sometimes even if y'all don't have an exchange. Like somebody can get off stage and do some, just do poorly, and then the host will get back on and just go at their ass. Have you ever
Right.
seen that?
I've seen it.
People that get gone, that they get talked about from the host, they end up usually becoming enemies with the host. Like sometimes it's like that. Then sometimes you gotta learn to be able to take a joke.
Right.
So we all, me and this
And I
person.
don't understand how in the world can you be a comedian but you cannot take a joke?
Yeah,
That makes no sense to me.
it
If you
depends.
can
It
give it, you
it
should be able to take it. Depends on the joke.
it depends because
Yeah,
people know when they doing this. Because the thing
yeah,
about comedy is all about pushing the envelope.
right,
And you, when you had a mic in your hand, it's like a magic wand. Because when you get off stage, if you have a complaint and you ain't say everything you wanted to say while you was on stage, when you got off, that was your time. You
that
know
was
what I'm
your
saying?
time.
That was your time. So ain't no need to rehash shit.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Just let it be done. Let that shit be on stage where the hell you left it at, or in that venue. And but nah, I don't have no problems with nobody really. Everybody
yeah,
out here, right now that I know of,
mm,
we cool. Everybody cool in Raleigh, Durham, Greensboro,
right.
Chapel Hill area.
And that's a good thing because you sometimes people got beefs with you that you never thought they had beef with. I mean, I'm like,
That's
huh?
just called jealousy. It's called jealousy.
And that
Because
could
at
be
the
a
end of the day,
dangerous
if I
thing.
ain't done nothing to you personally, if I ain't done
Right,
nothing to you personally, what you mad for?
right. Like,
You
did
mad
I
because you don't
steal your
like my
dog?
personality? You don't like the way I move? Well, then stop looking at me, motherfucker. Like,
Exactly. Like, did I steal your joke? Did I steal your,
never
some of
that.
your time? What did I do
Never
to you?
that. Never that. Just jealous.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if it ain't that, then what you just, I mean, like what you got a problem for? So, I see it like
People
that
will
as well.
start stuff for division.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
they see you coming into a territory and you shining in their
right,
territory,
hmm,
they will start a division.
right. That's true. That's true. So, out of every comedy club that you have performed at, what were your top three favorite comedy clubs?
Broadway, New York, Funny Bone, Virginia Beach. I'm about to feed them to Wangs. Funny Bone, Virginia Beach, Broadway, New York, and hey, man. It wasn't a comedy club. Can I name a venue? Or I gotta keep it at the clubs.
It can be a venue. It ain't got to be a club.
Okay. Josephine's, Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Ah,
Josephine's restaurant venue in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Man, they treated me like a queen. And I'm gonna throw one more in there. Fayetteville out there, Big Poop and Aisha out there, chicken and waffles at the
mm-hmm.
Fayetteville. In Fayetteville, that was a real good room. And they Uptown Chicken and Waffles out here in Fayetteville. So I know
Wow.
you said three, but those were my four
Hey, that's
four
all right.
spots. And
Hey,
oh shit, I gotta throw one more in there.
hey, go for
I'm
it.
sorry, I
Go,
can't.
go
Philly.
for it.
I just came back from Philly not too long ago. It was some months ago, but
Right.
it was amazing from the flight to the room to the stage, the venue. The show was put on by comedian Brian Isley. Shout out Brian
Mm-hmm.
Isley.
What's up?
It was a dope. Everything was dope. I went to the
Wow.
museum afterward and kicked I didn't go in. I was outside, but it, you had to pay
Right.
money to go in, and I didn't have that type of Philly museum money. So I did, but I wasn't finna blow all my coins that I just got. So I was like,
Thank
Philly,
you.
I'll see y'all again. I'll be I'll be back.
I know that's right.
But
So
that
being
was it.
so being a comedy, what's the one thing that you wish would change about comedy?
The way they look at women, the way they treat women, the way women treat each other,
Thank you.
the way men treat women in the game, from trying to holler at you to try to cheat you out your money, try to talk over you, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. And the way women treat women. If
Right.
women would put on more shows, especially the ones that done made it, and give out more opportunities for us, the ones that they done shows with, or see that's trying to do something. And I know I see them, they do, but it's also a lot of cattiness in this, and that's why you have the one woman show, or the woman that stands out in the show full of men. And
Right.
when you asked me earlier what was my high, I was gonna say that, but I
Mm-hmm.
said that's not a high.
Mm-hmm.
That is how I'm gonna put that. That's a strategic move
Right.
because it's a male dominated game.
Right.
And if you can stand out in a room full of men and you are one man
Mm-hmm.
that can rock the mic just as good as them,
Right.
then you have done your part. Not
Right.
trying to be nobody's competition, nobody's threat. Can't nobody I'm not saying can't no other female do it, because I've seen a lot of females do it. But the thing to me is I like doing that. I like the consistency of it. I don't know. I just like being that one woman on the show full of guys. I love it. I love rocking out like that. But I
Right.
love doing shows with my females. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Don't get
Right.
me wrong. But
Right.
that's what I wish would change. And I would love it more if I see it more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because normally when you meet different females, the vibe you get, it be like, they be
Right.
judging you and stuff like that. And, man, I had one. I don't know, man. I don't know what she meant by what she said, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at the door. Sometimes people say stuff and you be like, "Where'd that come from?" You know.
Right.
So it is what
Right.
it is, man. I met some dope female comedians not too long ago in Greensboro. I was on Papa Hugo's show. He got a room out there. Jesus Christ, trying to remember the name of the room. I can't not remember the name of the room right now, but it was a dope room. We just did it in Greensboro. Um, I met Akia Jenkins. I think that's her
Mm-hmm.
name. I think that's her name. Akia, comedian Akia.
I
She's
heard that name before.
Charlotte. She's out in Charlotte. I already know my girl Stephanie Funny. She out
Mm.
here in North Carolina.
Wow.
Steph So Funny, or Stephanie Funny.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the big red curly hair with the glasses on. She's funny as shit, man. I gave her first stage time too. She reminded me that I'll be forgetting, but that's like I do so much and I've done so much. Like I said, I've been in this for a minute.
Right.
If I can help anybody, and she said I
Right.
gave her first time. After that, she been gone like a track star. I'm telling you. She congratulations to her. She got her first consistent show booked back to back. She's hosting an event.
Right.
They booked her back to back for that. Who else do I meet out there, man? Um, my girl Nikki from Georgia. Nikki from Georgia, I believe. Tall female comedian.
I ain't
Funny.
seen her. If
Uh,
I have, I just didn't know who she was.
I'm trying to think what's her handle. I can't think of her. I know her name is Nikki though. So, oh man, speaking of Nikki, wait a minute. You know Nikki who?
You said what?
Nikki who? Have you met her yet?
I haven't met her yet at all.
She where is Nick? South Carolina, I want to say. Yeah, South Carolina. Because when I
It's
came back up from Georgia, I came to South Carolina
it's a lot
to
of
do a show.
comedians I want to meet that I've heard of but never seen them, and I really and truly I want to meet them, and I think that we'll get along. And I mean, so far so good for me. I really haven't run into any female that has been catty. Um, Somebody tried to steal my shine, which I ain't got that much shine to steal just yet.
Don't
You
ever say
know,
that. You don't know how much shine you got. You know, because you don't know what other people see in you that you don't see.
right? That's true. Cause a lot of
You,
people do
hey,
tell
what
me that.
what one person see, what you may call a disability, may be
Right.
an ability to some other motherfucker. It might be a,
That's so true.
hey, you might
That's
wanna,
true.
huh? You
That's
might
true. Cause
wanna.
I mean, the only obstacle that I've come across when it comes to doing clubs is being able to get on stage. Now at
That ain't
Uptown,
nothing. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing.
cause look at
Huh?
Uptown, cause
They
look at Uptown. Yeah, exactly. They lifted me because Teddy, he said we can't let you sit in front of the stage. We got to put you on that bad boy. So the host that night was Daryl Bam. So
yeah.
he lifted the front
And
and somebody lifted the back. And I
yeah,
said, Daryl, don't you drop me.
man.
He said,
Oh,
baby, I ain't gonna drop you.
yo, so
Teddy did not make.
they need to have that though now because we have a lot of wheelchair comedians that sit in the wheelchair need access to the ramp. I know at uh it's a club, it's a comedy club out here, Comedy Works, Raleigh, North Carolina. Look it up, Comedy Works, WORKX. Or the
Okay.
WORKX, I think, because I think I don't know why they spell it like that, but it's Comedy Works.
Okay.
They got what you need. They got what you need when you go on
I'm
there.
sure gonna I'm
Hit
sure
them
gonna
up,
do. Cause man, but they
and it's at a
lifted
lot of
me.
comedy clubs. They just probably didn't have one, but they got a lot of comedy clubs.
Right, cause here, right here in Columbus, Doodoo Brown, he got a room here, and he
Brown,
do Tickle Me Tuesday, and I reached out to him, and he said, anytime I get ready, he said they'll figure it out. We gonna figure out how to get you on this stage. Trust and believe. I'm not gonna let you be disrespected by not putting you up on that stage. People need to see you, so. I said, all right. So, but since my sister been gone, I really hadn't been back on stage with my first show on the 27th of me coming back to comedy because I had to just take that break
yeah,
because I couldn't deal with her being gone and
yeah.
then
I'm
trying to
sorry to
get
hear
back on
that. Sorry for
stage
your loss.
after. Thank
Sorry
you.
for your
So
loss.
I had to get myself mentally prepared to be back on stage because if I had got back on stage right after she passed, nah, I wouldn't have been no good to nobody.
Okay, now I understand what we talked about earlier with the libations. I get you.
Yeah.
I
So
get you.
yeah.
I was there. I
Yeah,
understand.
so and I have to make sure that whatever I go through in life, I don't take a drink. Cause when she passed, oh, I was about to
Patron
take a
tastes like Kool-Aid.
and I hate Patron. Oh, I hate Patron. I would have drunk some that day, I promise you. Man, but yeah, I mean I'm trying to get into a lot of these different clubs and I haven't flown anywhere yet. And people think I be kidding when I say that the reason I have not been on a plane is because people's wheelchairs are getting torn up by the people at the on the airline.
For real?
So my wheelchair is my legs. So if you tear my chair up, I don't have another one.
If they tell your chair up, bitch, you own your own airline, Kevin Hart. Bloop de blue.
I remember you saying that to
Bloop
me.
de blue.
Cause I mean, and they don't care how they put the chairs
No,
on the
I seen some
plane.
of them videos. Well,
Why is y'all doing that?
your first time will not be like that. I promise you on everything. Your first time is going to be amazing. And also, I believe you need to take someone with you on your first time, even if it's just a
Right.
small trip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it's going to be amazing. Don't.
Yeah,
I
I
went.
said I was gonna do that.
Yeah, do it.
Cause I really
Do that.
want to fly. Like I do. I just want to see what it's like to fly. Cause I've never ever in life been on a plane. My mama told me your eagle's gonna pop. Expect that your eagle's gonna
Yeah.
pop the first time. She
Yeah.
said so. Chew some gum. Chew some gum.
Mm-hmm. Or fall asleep because I fell asleep.
That part.
Mm.
That
That
part.
window seat. I'm telling you, Erica Badu know what she talking about when she made that song "Window Seat." It's just like
I
you
love that
looking at
song.
the world from the plane, from the sky. It's just like, oh my God,
Right,
I'm down
man.
there. Most of the time, I'm down there.
Right.
Girl,
So, would you rather host the show or would you rather headline a show? Or
I
do
do it
you care?
all. I do it all. I like hosting though. I had my own spot last year for a while
Mm-hmm.
in a place called excuse me, Doja Lounge in Wendell, North Carolina. I was running
Mm-hmm.
it for a year. That's where I actually did my comedy special, 2020
Mm-hmm.
from 2020 to 2021. Um, we ran a nice comedy room out there. The owner, she had to let that particular room go, but she bought a vineyard. Yeah, which a big open space, so they're gonna do festivals and stuff like that.
Right.
Coming up, and actually the day of the ribbon cut, I'm going to be with Barbara Carlisle, so I won't be able to be there at the ribbon cut, but they are getting ready to launch different shows for their vineyard. But yeah, that was a good room, man. I was just thinking to myself the other day, I got so much footage in my phone. I need to just put
Mm-hmm.
videos out because I miss those moments of just having the intimacy. It was a small room, hold about maybe 100 people in there at a
Mm-hmm.
time. It was nice. I liked it a lot. I'm looking for another spot, but right now I'm co-hosting with my
Mm-hmm.
homegirl April Perry. We are downtown Durham, North Carolina, at a venue called the Slush. The Slush is a place where you can go in and get slushies mixed with alcohol, candy, and all that. Girl, when I tell you that thing is good, the crowd is dope up there. We on our third show. We're just getting started. It's a co-hosting improv comedy show that we have stand-up comedians come and perform at. And you're more than welcome to come out there too, but I know you're quite away, so that'd be something that we have to work out plans and
Right.
everything. So I said we just got started, our third show, but the momentum seems to be going good, and we're just
That's
gonna keep the
good.
wheels rolling on that. And that's called the Blackity Black Comedy Show. Yeah, it's
It
catering to
sounds
black.
like fun.
Yeah, it's catering to black culture, and
Right.
we get up there and express ourselves the way we want to. And nothing
Right.
against nobody else of any other culture, but it's catering to us.
Right. And we
We
get
do
to
a lot
be
of trivia
free
and
to do
stuff
what we
like
want
that
to
in
do.
the beginning for the improv, and we give out
Yeah.
prizes, get the crowd pumped up.
Right. Ooh, man. I mean, that sounds like. And see, we need more clubs like that. We need more events like that. And like you said, no offense, no against anybody, but
Right.
sometimes we just need something for
Our own.
ourselves.
Yeah. Cause we
Cause
start off like that, and then next thing you know, I mean, it's nothing wrong with everybody coming and enjoying, but
right,
we tend to get lost in the sauce. We tend to feel like we need to have everyone around in order for our stuff to flourish.
right,
But that's
and
not
we don't.
we don't. I mean, we welcome you, but
Yeah,
it's not
with
like
open arms.
with open arms. But it's not like if you do not come or do not want to come, it's going to go
Stop
plummet.
anything.
Nah, nah. Mm-mm.
You know what I'm
We
saying? And
got
when you
the
do come,
sauce. We put the
and when
S
you
in the
do
sauce.
come with respect. When you do
Right.
come with respect. Cause you know, we throw hands when you
We
don't
do.
respect.
We do.
So I
Or
I
you won't
like
get
that.
no invite to the next barbecue.
There you there you go. I mean, golly, And see, I love comedy. Like I really do. I'm glad I got into it, and so far so good. I'm having fun. I'm still, like you said, I'm still learning. And if you're not learning, you need to get out of it, because it's something to learn every day in comedy. It
Yeah,
really is. And something new is always coming into comedy. So if
yeah.
you're not learning, like,
What are you
I mean,
doing?
now what do you say to comics, especially people like me? Like, I ain't saying me per se, but like they just say you got a comic that's been in the game for 1 to 5 years, and they said that
Mm-hmm.
they have not bombed yet. What
Mm.
do you tell them? Like they
They
bragging
haven't
about,
bombed yet.
yeah, and they bragging
Um,
about not bombing yet.
hold on. Let me have some libations real quick. I got a hashtag shout out to me, the Lush, the real half wives of comedy, baby. They call me the Lush because I already got a drink. I always got a drink. Hold on. Mm, mm. I had to drink off that question because I've met a few comedians coming up who have had moments where they didn't think they needed a little bit of constructive criticism or didn't know how to take it. Hush.
Right.
What I say to them is, I'll see you in the next 5 if I see you.
Mm.
Because you can be in it 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. By your 6th year,
Mm-hmm.
it could be the worst year ever. Make you want to quit. Make you say, fuck all them 5 years I done put in.
Right.
Now, I done been in it 12 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, hold up, 10, 12, yeah, 12 going on. So it's like I said, it's been time.
Right.
It's been time. But I'm gonna say bombing for me on
Mm-hmm.
stage wasn't. I didn't. It didn't happen a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
when it did happen, you have to learn from it. You got to learn the key words too. This is how you know you bomb. When a comedian or somebody be like, "Oh, you did good. You did good." It's the
You,
tone.
you really didn't do good.
Or they can say, "You did good," and they don't say nothing else to you. That's normally how guys do you. They say you did good and don't say nothing else to your ass for the rest of the night. They ain't got no conversation for you. Females,
Not
they be like, "You
now
did good."
conversation.
They try to encourage you, but you know deep down inside what the fuck you did.
Yeah, you know you
But
messed
like
up.
I would say to those comments, I'll see you in the next 5. Let's see if you here. Because I know a lot of
Right.
people that quit
Hmm.
off of
Cause I
bombing.
know some comics. I know some comics that sit there and they say, "I ain't bombed yet." Okay, keep going, keep doing it. You
Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
congratulations.
I'm
You
proud
want a
of you.
cookie?
No, just be like, I'm proud of you, you know what I'm saying? Because if that's their achievement, that's their achievement. But
Right.
when they do bomb, then they get to say, I've been doing comedy for 5 years and I bombed this. Matter of fact, who the fuck was that bomb? Was it Ricky Smiley? It was some years ago. He went out
Hmm.
to the show and they booed him on stage. I want to say it was Ricky Smiley. It might have been somebody else. Oh, no. JB Smooth. I think it was JB Smooth.
I
But
remember him saying that.
yeah, it was JB Smooth. But I'm looking at it this way. I mean, as long as you ain't stopped doing what you love, you
Right.
know,
Right.
and
Cause
don't
I
be so
mean,
arrogant about it. Don't be so arrogant
yes,
about it. And I'll see you in the next 5. You know what I'm saying? Especially for those newbies.
exactly. And I'm a newbie like hell, and I bombed my. I think, yeah, I bombed in March, and I started in December. Man, I said, "Oh no, I'm finna quit."
Now,
I said, "Oh, the hell, you know."
my encouragement for y'all is continue doing what you love.
Right.
Because if you fall, when you're young, you learn how to ride a bike, you fall, get back up.
Exactly.
You want to skate anything in life, you might fail at it. Driver's ed
Right.
test, fail the first time. If you want it bad enough, you keep going.
Right.
You, my boy said it best, um, uh, Cat Williams, in one of his stand-ups. He said, "Black folks," and this goes for everybody. But he said, "Black folks, you know how we keep trying shit and trying shit, trying shit
Right.
and trying shit, trying
Right.
shit, trying shit,
Keep
trying. It's
trying.
like dry until it works."
Exactly. And that bomb will help you learn what to do and what not to do the next time you get back on stage.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And now I'm gonna ask you your opinion on doing open mics. Do you think they are really important, or do you think they're not that important?
They are always important. That's the whole purpose of it, is to work out new material. Doesn't matter if you bomb in there, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to work
Right.
out. Because when you go to the gym, you may not have some good days, and you might have some good days, and you may have some bad days. But at least you're going to work the muscles out. And speaking of that, I need to get in there. Whew, my whole wrist cracked. Yeah, stay
Oh
in
my,
that gym. Stay in that gym on that mic.
exactly.
Go
Cause
as
I
much
mean,
as you can. Go as much as you can,
yes,
because sometimes life will stop you. And if you can't do open mic in front of people, you got a living room, bedroom. Try your jokes out, write them out, time yourself, do your own open mic. It's still rehearsal, no matter how it go.
right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the best advice I got is constantly do the homework, work out, and what I was also told, keep doing the same set, cause the same set, everybody ain't gonna hear them same jokes. Everybody's not gonna hear them same jokes. Keep doing them same set of jokes until you get it the way that you want to get it, and then you can add more jokes into that set. Live life and add new jokes to that set, and that's what I'm learning. So I'm still doing my same jokes, and as I live, I'm putting implementing jokes, and I'm going to open mics. This is our money right here. Hold on. Well, y'all, I'm gonna introduce y'all to my co-host, my co-creator, Armani Jones, comedian. Hey,
Hey,
baby.
hey, y'all. Hey,
Hey,
hey.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just got in traffic, Atlanta traffic. It was 15 car accidents, 5 crackheads that crossed the street and
hey,
fucked
you ain't never
everything up.
lied. I'm happy you made it out of there. He done
Hey,
froze. Look how he froze though.
hey, how y'all doing? Hey, how you doing?
He back. He
You
back.
at
Now I
Uptown.
know
That's what it looked like here at
that's
Uptown.
uptown. That's
Hold on.
uptown right there. And you know it is. That's
Yes, okay.
uptown.
Yes,
You at Uptown.
yes, yes. And DC Curry is about to go ahead and go up. So I had to go ahead and check in with y'all ladies. I know the interview has been great, and I know y'all killing it. But goddamn it, I love y'all. Thank y'all for going ahead and coming in. I'm watching the playback now. I already know it's crazy.
Yeah, you know
All
it.
right. You know I'm gonna do my best on here.
I already know you did, Josie. Did you have a good time, my love?
I did. I had a great time up here. Me and Shaquana kicked it.
OG. OG. Oh, that's OG right there. The OG is
Let me
fucking.
see.
He did,
That
just
was
walk out
DC
like that.
Curry.
Yes, he was. So look,
We got to get
I'm gonna
him
go
on
ahead.
here.
Look. So I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and watch this shit. Cause see,
All
Uncle
right.
Elroy finna get down. So y'all go ahead and close it on out. I
Hey,
love y'all,
All
baby.
right.
hey, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Look, look, look. Hold up. I got something.
Oh my God, she is crazy.
Let's see.
Where he
Let's see.
go?
I'm right here.
Where he go?
I'm right here. See, look at this. Look at this.
You see it?
You
Oh
see
my
how God
God.
works? You see
You
how
see
God.
it?
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna mute the camera. Hold on. One second.
I'm gonna get to meet him one of these days in person. I can't wait.
Girl, I met him at Good Nights. He a sweetheart.
Oh my God.
Look at my boy. Lord have mercy.
God.
Go ahead and enjoy the show.
So I love y'all, baby.
Love you
I
too.
love
Same
you
shit.
too. We got to go live
We gotta
together. We
connect.
got to kick it live.
Yeah. And we're gonna have a part two for your laughing libations as
All
well.
three
Yep.
of us
So
need to
we
kick
can
it
go.
live.
Yeah, we gonna bring
Yes,
her
ma'am.
back.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
All
All right.
right.
Let me see y'all.
All right.
I see you. And I like that ice cream on the ticket. That's nice. I like the ice cream on it.
You
It's
know
nice.
what I'm saying?
He's stupid. That's why I love his crazy
You
behind.
know
But
what?
yeah.
Before we hang up, I wanna piggyback off of what you were talking about as far
Mm-hmm.
as the jokes and writing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That is true. I want you to keep that in your piggy bank for what you do, but don't neglect any joke that want to come out your mouth beforehand. Don't neglect it.
Exactly.
I know everybody got their own advice, but the one thing
Right.
I heard somebody say, and the somebody is my girl Tiffany Haddish. She said,
Right.
if I got something that I want to say, I'm gonna say it.
Say it. Right.
So
Cause I mean, even though cause I haven't taken any improv classes and try to stick to my jokes somewhat, but sometimes something to come in my head that go good with that joke, and I just say it. And if it lands, it
that
lands.
advice is golden. That's your blueprint.
Right.
Stick to your jokes. That way,
Right.
when you want to put something in there, you can jump right back into your joke.
There you go.
So
And I do that. I do that because I don't want it to sound like I'm reading off of a script. I want it to sound
natural.
natural and stuff. Yeah, I want it to be natural. So I make sure that I'm constantly writing as I live. And I'm coming up with stuff that I did years ago, me and my sister. Oh my God. Some stuff we did I don't even want to talk about, but I'm gonna end up talking about it
On stage, man. That's your
on
therapy.
stage. So that's what I'm gonna do on the 27th. Some stuff gonna come out that I promised her I would
Have
never
fun with
tell
it.
nobody.
Have fun with it.
I'm gonna carry her with me when I go on that stage on the 27th. Cause that was the last time she I ain't gonna say this, that was the last time she seen me do a big show like that. And she was proud of me.
You
So
ought
I'm
to
gonna carry
take a picture with you or something. You know, you have something.
her. I got a couple pictures of her in my phone. So before I go on that stage, I'm gonna be in that green room. I'm gonna get in that corner. I'm gonna pray to her and to that picture to watch over me that night. That's
Yeah,
what I'm gonna do.
that's
Cause
what's up.
I miss her. I miss her.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you for coming. I'm sorry Armani wasn't here for the whole show,
Nah,
but
it's nothing. We
we
got it
gonna bring
in.
you
I,
back.
I want to come back. I want to come back.
We gonna bring you back, child. We gonna cause this was fun. Oh, before you leave, we always ask our guests, what's the craziest moment you ever had, either high or drunk or both?
Oh man, this past 420, I had so much marijuana. My homeboy gave it to me. I decided to make some brownies.
Oh my God.
They were so good, like so good, and I got so high off the brownies and smoking. I went to bed butt naked. I don't sleep naked. I went to bed butt naked. I crawled in the bed like a dog. I went around like you know how you. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
like
how
the
to say
dog
it.
just,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, I was just tossing in there, just in there on the sheets. I was like, yo, this shit feels so good. And then I realized I'm high as shit. And then I passed out. Butt ass naked.
Oh
Look,
my God.
so you gotta,
Oh, now
and
that's funny.
edibles. I had a few edibles. I think the edibles is what took it there.
Oh,
My homegirl was like, don't eat the whole pack. I was like, they ain't do nothing to me.
whatever.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, now
Shoot,
I'm butt naked.
my brother gave me some gummies and he said, Shaquan, don't eat the whole gummy, just cut it in half. Okay.
Mm.
He said, Shaquan, where them gummies at? They gone. I said, Shaquan, there was 6 of them. I said, well, they in my belly now.
They taste like candy and they have a crazy effect depending on what you get.
Oh
Um,
my God. And I don't know where he got these from. I can't even, he told me where he got them from. I think he said Tennessee. And they were some strong ass gummies. I said, oh my God. My brother trying to kill me. He trying to
mm,
kill me. And I don't listen. I'm hard headed. I know I am. But I had to do it. And I never do it again. I never do it again. Never, ever. But we're gonna make sure that we have you back. Promise for part 2, because this was a great interview. We're gonna really get to really know you on part 2, I promise.
okay, that's what's up. I'm down. I'm ready. I'm ready when
So,
y'all are.
all right. So thank you so much for coming, and I talk to y'all later. Josie will talk to y'all later. I hope y'all have learned something about it.
Oh shoot. I need everybody to follow me on Instagram on my IG. My IG is um Josie the comedian, spelled like Jose. So it's JoseTheComedian. On TikTok is Josie Wamba. That's JoseMWAMBA. And on Facebook is Josie Wamba. JoseMWAMBA. Please follow me. I be doing skits up there. I hope to make everybody laugh. I ain't got no sense. But make sure you follow me and check me out. I got my special dropping Mother's Day. It's called She Funny, She Crazy. I'm going to put it out on YouTube. They ain't going to have no problem streaming there for everybody to see. And I'm working on putting it on Amazon Prime and Tubi. Thank you so much for having me on Laughing Libations, Shaquena.
You're
This is a
welcome.
real good show. I love it. I love the feel. I love the vibe.
Thank you. And if you got any comedian friends that you think might want to come on here, hit me in on
Everybody,
my.
everybody, I'm gonna send you some now in your DM. I'm a creep in your DMs.
We don't care. We do not care at all. We
We
appreciate
do not care.
anybody. We
That's
don't
what's
care.
up.
We don't care. But thank you again. I
Thank you
had
for having
fun,
me.
and we'll bring you back soon.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be soon.
All right.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.